right, guys, we finally got to Hughs Detailing, and the first thing I do for any of the cars that I buy is to get this car protected, right? Any cars, get it protected between the front PPF, or you do the entire car. But since this is a daily and this is not a show car, we're just gonna go with the PPF in the front clip. That includes the front bumper, the hood, the fenders, mirror covers. But Brandon, what do you think? This car looks pretty dirty.
I like it. I mean, we'll get it all cleaned up and get it ready for film and everything else we're gonna be doing to it. But yeah, it's you know, big step up from the X5 that we had before. So now that Ken's a growing man with a growing family, so he needs a little bit more seats in the car. But I think it's a great daily driver.
No hints though. I'm not having another kid yet. The key word is yet. So I don't know if we're deciding yet, but this would be a great family addition, right? To have a grown family. But we had a good deal. This is a deal that I've been looking for the past couple of months, and it fell in my lap, and I couldn't say no to this. So I'm very happy with this color and also the color combination. But you guys have seen the delivery video before this video. But Brandon, can you tell me what the process is we're gonna be doing for the rest of the week?
Yep, so we have a couple days of the vehicle, so we're doing a few different services on this car just to you know, really bring it up to the Ken standard, right? So we have his new to him BMW X7. This car has a little bit of mileage. It's not absolutely brand new, but it's still in great condition. So this is the best time because he's going to be keeping this car for, you know, a good period of time, and he wants to protect and preserve it, you know, so it can stay looking this way and make it look even better. So the process is going to start where the car just got delivered. We're just going to do our initial inspection, kind of walk around the car, check for dings, dents, anything like that. Basically just check it and make sure that we have, you know, a good working standpoint. So the car's going to come in. The first thing we're going to do with it is we're going to give it a really good detail. So we're going to go through, get the wheels cleaned up, fender liners, the whole exterior of the car. Once we get the car kind of washed, we're going to do like a decontamination prep, which we'll go into a little bit more in depth in a little bit, where we're going to be cleaning all the exterior portions of the car, doing an iron removal treatment, you know, if needed, and basically just get any old protection off the car, kind of stripped down so we have a nice clean slate to start with. So once all that's done, from there, we're going to put the car under our inspection lights, kind of check to see what the condition of the paint looks, see what kind of polishing we're going to need, and basically get the car prepped so that way we can do our, you know, window tint afterwards, our paint protection film on, you know, the front end, and then get it ready for all the ceramic coatings afterwards. So we have a couple long days ahead of us to get this car, you know, perfect again, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see this transform. This car is in very good condition. I know there is some swirl marks from the previous owner probably, and I know you guys are gonna take care of that. Brooklyn Gray is such a good looking color. I know my wife was raving about this color the whole time. So I'm excited to see her reaction when she sees what you guys do to it. So I'll let your team work. I know there's a lot of steps that you have to do in making sure this car becomes perfect again. And again, the guys here at Hughs Detailing down in Miami, took me 2.5 hours to get here, so it's definitely well worth it. So Check them out.
Welcome to the Miami traffic.
I know, it's horrible. It's like LA traffic.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. So Brandon, I know for my G80 M3, I don't drive it often, right? And it's a show car for me. That's why we wrapped the entire car with PPF.
Yep.
For a car like this, that's a light color paint, when you don't PPF it, you're gonna start having rock chips on these, you know, impact zones, right? On the front bumper, and you can start seeing pitting, right? Could you explain that pitting and what happens towards the long end of it?
Yep, so super common. Now when it comes to protecting a car, it's only kind of like brand new once, right? So as you start to drive it, whether it's city driving, highway driving, you know, there's always debris on the road. You could have, you know, stuff from, you know, the car in front of you being slung at the front of the car. Like I said, things happen, and, you know, it's really impossible to keep a car perfect unless you either don't drive it or, you know, you have some sort of protection on there. Now, the biggest difference, you know, between some of the protections we have is people are like, hey, you know, is coating right for me, or is paint protection right for me, or sorry, paint protection film, which, you know, they're two different products. They go hand in hand, or you can do kind of one or the other. Now, the big difference between the two, and, you know, just to kind of help people that have kind of never done a process like this or asking, hey, is it even needed? When the car is brand new, right, and, you know, the paint's perfect or in really great condition, just like, you know, your X7 here, the paint protection film is going to be the only layer that's going to stop against physical damage. So rock chips, scratches, in many cases, dings and dents where we've had it where it's punctured through the film, the paint was pretty much saved underneath it. You know, in the case of a dent, if it's not major, pull the dent, put new film on there, you're good to go. So film is gonna be the only thing that's gonna stop that sort of physical damage to the car, right? Or offer that sacrificial layer. Whenever you have like a coating or anything else, it's not gonna give you the same thickness. So Yes, maybe certain scratches and stuff might clean off a little bit easier, but it's not going to stop, you know, those hard impacts from like day-to-day driving. So if you're looking to keep the car in its perfect condition in that sense, then yes, I think paint protection film is the way to go. And the amount of coverage really just depends on kind of what you're looking to have done. You know, the biggest question we get is, hey, do I need to wrap the whole car? Do I just wrap parts of it? And I think that's a question that depends on kind of, one, where your climate is. Like South Florida, it's brutal down here. UV is harsh. We get lots of rain, you know, hard water, minerals, things like that. So then you also got to consider how long you're going to keep the car. Is it kind of indoor kept, like in a garage, maybe only driven on the weekends, depending on, you know, how your use is, or outside, daily driven, you know, underneath the trees. So there's a few factors that, you know, we kind of can recommend a few portions depending on that, and obviously depending on cost.
I mean, cost is a big one for a lot of people, right? Because you know, to do an entire car like this is not cheap. But also, one thing you mentioned is that it depends on how long you keep this car.
Yep.
For example, we plan on keeping this car for a long time. I know I said that about the X5, and that was short-lived for 2 years. But we needed more room, right? Between you know, stroller space, between going to Costco and stuff. This definitely handles all what we need. So this car is definitely staying long-term, which is why we have an extended warranty, all that stuff, and we can talk about that in that video. But again, those are good points that Brandon's bringing up, because I don't want this car to get all pitted. And there's some rock chips already from the previous owner, but we're gonna prevent it from getting worse. And that's the main thing, right? Why ruin the whole front end between, you know, the light color paint and having the rock chips? It's just gonna make it look, like, for me, it's gonna bother the hell out of me.
Yep, and you know, we also want to preserve in this condition. So even though it is a used car, like I said, it is still in great shape. So we want to preserve and maintain that. So that way, you know, Ken can be driving this, whether it's highway miles, going back and forth to all the events, and, you know, even for work use or anything like that, and have all the peace of mind of knowing that, you know, it's going to be in this condition for years to come, and, you know, not having to worry about all the small daily stuff that goes by, because a lot enough to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So if you can worry about one less thing, keep your car looking pristine, you know, that's the idea. So yeah, specifically, you know, when it comes to wrapping the car and how much of the car to wrap, what we recommend at minimum to do is what we call the full front, such as the mirrors, fenders, hood, front bumper, and the headlights, and then any of the front trim, depending on, you know, the model of the car. This is what we find to be the most high impact portion of the vehicle. So from your daily driving or just regular use, these are the areas that are going to be more prone to like rock chips and, you know, debris coming at the car. Just because, you know, this is the front end of the vehicle. Now, from there, you have a few things that you can do. You can do up to doing the whole car, which is a great thing for those that want complete peace of mind. So for instance, imagine you order a special color M3, like an individual, or, you know, hey, this is your first time purchase and this is a really expensive car and you plan on never selling the car. It's brand new and you want to keep it looking that way for years to come, you know, then really doing more of the car as possible is really going to be my recommendation, just because it's going to be in that condition forever. So like I said, just really personal preference. If you're kind of looking for something in between, you can always do the front. We have our next step up is like our track package, which is basically like the lower rocker panels on the car, high impact parts, which can be like, you know, pillars, luggage strip, door edges, door cups. So really there's tons of options, screen protectors, you name it. So we can do quite a bit. So just depends on personal preference.
Yeah, and this video series is going to be broken down into multiple videos, right? The first step is going to be decon the car, then we're going to go into a whole video of polishing, then the PPF portion, and then ceramic coating. So
yep,
definitely enjoy the process. I know like a lot of you guys like the B-roll involved to that, and also the knowledge that are spit between Brandon and his team. So Brandon, I'll let your team work and get this started. I'm excited to see this difference in a little bit. All right, so the BMW X7 has been in the household for a little while now, and I have to say it's been a great car. It checks a lot of the boxes that the X5 was lacking. We're definitely gonna have to do a full review about this car in the near future. But I definitely wanna thank the team over at Fantic. You guys might have seen them on other people's channels, but this company sent me over a vacuum, And one of the cool things about the vacuum is that it's gonna clean the mess that my son just left in the car. See, this is actually very portable. This is something that you could fit in any car. So the ones that have kids or are gonna have kids, I'm gonna give you advice. This is definitely something that you need. There's so many different attachments, and this is gonna help me clean all this mess up. And there's probably a whole bunch of snacks inside the car seat here. Yep, there is. And let's get to it so you can see the power of this vacuum. So check this out. I didn't even charge the vacuum cleaner fully, but this did a really good job. Something that if you need it in a pinch, like look, there's times and opportunities where you need one on the wall, right? Having a heavy duty vacuum. But I think this Fantic vacuum cleaner, that's something that's very portable, is a good choice for you guys to choose, especially if you guys have kids or even for yourself, because you could just store it in the trunk, and then whenever you need it, when you have a couple spills or your son, daughter decides to make a mess, you can get that all cleaned up. So I want to thank the team over at Fantic for sending this over. This is a lifesaver when it comes to making a mess in the car with your kids or even yourself. But this is an amazing vacuum cleaner. So I'm going to leave a link down in the description and you can pick it up from there. But this is great for the people who are coming up for the holidays. If you want to get a gift for your family or significant other, highly recommend this. All right, so we got the X7 in the wash bay, and we definitely want to reiterate that the prep process is probably one of the most important steps, especially when you apply ceramic coating or any protectant, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it is the most crucial step, right? Just because no matter what kind of protection you're putting on there, if the paint or the surface is not prepped properly, you're not going to have a great foundation for, visibility-wise for the coatings or the films to look as good as possible. But then also we want everything to bond and perform, optimally. So the better the prep we get in the car, sometimes as much time as it takes, ultimately it makes every portion of the process, that much better.
I know you also took a lot of these plastic trims off, and for the ones that don't know, the plastic trims, you're taking it off because you want to get all the dust out of it, right? Correct.
So imagine this is a car that probably has never been thoroughly detailed, at least to the standard or level that we want. So the idea is right now this is kind of we're treating this as if it's like its first real detail of the car. So we're doing film on the front end of the car, which means we have to get rid of as much dirt, grime, things like that could potentially contaminate the film installation that we're doing. So we want to make sure everything's super clean. Sorry for the background noise, I know the guys are working hard to get started on this, but yeah, so the idea is to get everything, really well clean, so that way we can have, no contamination in our install, or to minimize it as much as we can. So for instance, when we have a lot of the trims that are on the car, some cars have more than others. Like for instance, this engine bay, there's black paneling trim that covers this whole side, and as soon as you pull it, you can see all the dirt, grime, and contamination that just builds up on the headlights, inside the jambs here. And these are things that if we didn't clean or prep this as we're laying the film and water's dripping, this could easily drip into our installation. So, we want to make sure we're cleaning this as much as possible, so that way we have, we're trying to put out the best install that we can.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So I'll let the team work. And there's so much more to do, and we'll give you guys some update along the process, just to give you guys some more information, right? Because a lot of you guys are curious about the process, and also you guys wonder why you're spending so much money on the prep part, and also it's very important for you guys to understand.
Yep. And I think the level of prep too is going to be different from shop to shop, right? I mean, we're one of the few shops that I think that, we spend whatever time necessary to be able to do a car right. So, and for us, those are the little details that matter, even though most customers and most people will never see the depths that we go into to do this. But it's just something that we work into our pricing to be able to deliver what I would expect to be the level of service that, most people are looking for. So, and there's no shortcuts between, the prep to the film installation. Sometimes multiple panels having to be done, but we want it to come out as, good as we can possibly make it.
So just lay down beside me, give me all your issues, I'll take them and I'll make them mine. Don't get caught up in your feelings, just feel them, it's okay if you wanna cry. You wanna cry, you wanna cry, you wanna cry, okay. You wanna cry, you wanna cry, you wanna cry, you wanna cry, okay. You wanna cry.
right, so the team here just did the initial wash. What you're seeing right now is they're actually doing the physical decontamination. So this basically means any of the tree sap that's on the car or any of the road grime, they need to take a physical item like a clay bar or a synthetic clay bar mitt, and what they're doing is using some lube to kind of remove any of those tree saps, road debris, anything like that still on the paint. This is definitely essential before you start polishing the paint, because what happens if you don't do that and you have all that contamination onto the polisher, you might be able to scratch the paint even more. So this is a crucial step for you guys. And also, again, this is a lot of steps before you actually apply protection on the car or even the ceramic coating. So these are the things you probably don't see, that when you drop the car off at a detailer or a shop like Hugh's, you don't see all that, you just see the results.